Hello and welcome to a very sunny ASMR video. In this video I will attempt to glue the unglueable, basically. I will attempt to fix my McLaren MP4-22 Formula 1 car from 2007. Specifically Lewis Hamilton's Formula 1 car. His first year in Formula 1. He's got his yellow helmet, which he had for the first few years, and I don't know why he changed it, but a lot of drivers, motor racing drivers, change their helmets a lot. I think it's crazy because it's your personality, basically. Anyway, I don't know how this video is going to work because it might be a complete disaster. What I'm trying to glue just might not stick, but I'm going to have a go. If you end up liking the video, feel free to subscribe, and that would be most welcome. And even why not hit the notification button as well. Right. Without further ado, I'm going to start. I have my super glue. And I'm just going to take tweezers. There. I might need them, I might not need them. We shall see. Nice little tweezers in my penknife. This model is a plastic model, and I've never had it in a proper location, like on a shelf or somewhere like that. So I've never really properly looked after it. But I am going to dive in and see what I can do. Okay, so that goes in there like that. Okay, and this slots in there like that. I went to the British Grand Prix where this car raced in 2007. I was at that race. Hamilton put the car on pole position and finished third in the race behind Raikkonen and his teammate, Hamilton's teammate Alonso. Right, so I shall start by, is it best to glue it to that first, or is it best to glue it, and I'm going to glue it to this first. Okay, so let's hope this glue isn't concrete. There we go. Okay, do that one as well. Right. Okay. No mistakes, battalion, no mistakes. So I've got quite a narrow view on the camera, I've noticed, so to make sure I don't keep moving everything out of shot. Maybe I should have done one of these pieces first. I've sort of been a little bit too hasty maybe. This is not a good car to have as a collection piece because it's got so many bits on it. The cars back then had so much on them. Plus the tyres were narrower and they had grooves still at that point. Having gone from slicks to grooves in 1998, supposedly to make the cars more difficult to control. Didn't really work. But they didn't go back to slicks again until 10 years ago, something like that I think. And the tyres have gone back to being a lot wider now as well, which is good. Okay, so that has been helped with its gluing by some holes and some little plastic. I think the technical term is pointy bits that have gone in, and they're on this side as well. So that's helped to glue it. Now maybe let's just move the car slightly. I'll be careful that when I touch the car I don't break other bits off it. That has happened when I've tried to fix it before. I've got other things to glue on as well. That thing, I don't even know where that thing goes. I think it's at the back, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm just going to leave this just to... I don't know whether I should let it dry actually, because it might be drying in slightly the wrong position. So I think I'm going to glue it onto the side now. How do you do it now? I'll do it here instead. Not too much, not too little. Okay. So if I don't make a mistake. If I make a mistake, this will suddenly sound like the exact opposite to an ASMR video. Okay. Okay, so that glue's on there. Now that okay. Easy. Take it easy. Ease and squeeze. Let's take it easy. Okay. Now, just need to hold this like that for about 45 minutes. So talk amongst yourselves. I think that's not too bad. If I manage to fix this, I should probably put it in a proper place, not just bung it in the sock drawer. These things get so dusty there, that's the problem. And after a while the dust sort of becomes ingrained into the actual thing itself, if you're not dusting it constantly. It creates a film of dust that you can't get rid of then. Not without maybe scrubbing it aggressively. I can't do that with this. Okay. so that's glued in the 4 points there, 4 points there, and under here the strut under there is glued as well, which you can just see there, that was glued there and there as well. But I think that's not too bad. I think that's worked. Okay, so now I'm going to, I won't do this bit yet, this bit goes right at the back down there. I think it'll be quite an easy thing to stick on, but I'm a bit worried about doing it until the other bits are well and truly stuck. I won't tamper with that end just yet. What I do need to do though is touch this bit up. I think that's still a bit more, but that's one that I accidentally broke that off some time ago. I can probably get away with just putting a little bit of glue down there like that. That might be too much. Not entirely certain, that might be okay. I think both these sides have come off in the past. It is of course the start of the 2021 Formula 1 season this weekend. Well, as I'm recording the video anyway. It might be, I might release a video in a few days time. Okay, so I think now potentially the most difficult part is still to go. And that is these little monsters. The wing mirrors, always the first thing to break off a car, a model of a car, and often cars. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to have to stick that on there somehow. Okay. Okay, so so this one will go that side. Oh, that's lost the actual mirror, hasn't it? That's a bit of a shame. I could try searching the world for that, but I think it's probably gone accidentally in a vacuum cleaner maybe years ago, and then into the rubbish, and then taken to the dump. I could try going to the dump and searching for it, but I think it'll take a long time for me to find it. Okay, so it's going to be tricky. I might just abandon trying to do this because it might just be a little bit too difficult. We shall see. There's nothing really for it to grip hold of there. I don't know why, but there's nothing for it to latch onto. that is the right way round. So once again, talk amongst yourselves. This is going to be immensely difficult to stay stuck. I've been to 15 British Grand Prix over the years, not every year. First one was in 1988 I went to. Most recent one was as long ago as 2008. But in that 20-year or 21-year span, I went 15 times. And this one in 2007 was very exciting because it was Lewis Hamilton's first year in Formula One. But nothing compared to the excitement of watching Nigel Mansell when he was doing it in the late 80s and early 90s, well, mid 80s. Okay, I'm not convinced that first one is done, but I'm going to persevere with this one anyway. I have no idea how straight they are. I really got to think about where I'm going to put it as well. If you put it on display, you have to dust it, and that's always a nightmare, dusting these things. Never really works. Sometimes these things are more trouble than they're worth. Also, sometimes, even though there's no glue on your fingers, because you've been pushing down on the piece so much, your fingers stick to the plastic piece, and as you take it away, there's a slight little pull, and that's enough to knock the thing off. This is tricky. For goodness sake. Because of some wing mirrors. So what I tend to do is I tend to move my fingers around all the time. Just so that they don't stick. That is not going to stick, is it? There's no point having just one on there. Yeah, no point having one. Dearie me. I could use tweezers, I suppose, but there's just a little bit less control with tweezers. But let's try it. Yeah, you see, it's not, I can't put any pressure on it with the tweezers. Cannot put any pressure. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, this is where the tweezers come in, of course. This is where they're handy. my fingers now. Now it's going to be very difficult doing this. Now that I've got glue on my fingers. And the other one seems to have stuck fine. Although the slightest pressure on it or breeze will probably snap it off immediately. Come on. Just get on there at any old angle. I don't care. Now I think I'm slowly sticking myself to the whole model now. Oh, come on. I don't really want to make this video 5 hours long. So tempting to take my fingers away. And it's not going to stick, is it? Or is it? No, no, it isn't. Well, it nearly did though, so if I just raise it slightly like that, that might be enough. Now it's only just touching my fingers now, which means that it should be easier to let go when I let go. Problem is my hands are shaking ever so slightly, not really any noticeable amount, but enough to make it not stick so solid, I think. We shall see. It's definitely not quite at the right angle, but I can't worry about that. Yeah, it's tricky. I might have to let this one just come off, because this one's not going to want to go, is it? I can't prop it up with anything. That's, that's the ideal thing you would do, is prop it up. I've got nothing to prop it up with. But it is almost sort of sticking, but just not quite. Okay. If I can't find a way of propping it up, I think I will leave it. Have I just found a way of propping it up? Oh dear. Okay. Do I need more glue on there? Possibly. Let's just do a little bit more glue. Let's touch that up a little bit there like that. Okay, now it's not even a wing mirror that's going to work. No mirror there. Okay. Okay. So this is a last attempt now. That's probably too high how I've got that. It's probably too high to prop it up. Maybe like that. This is so tricky. This is so tricky. And there is now glue on that. Don't really want glue on that. Let's wipe it off with my finger so that my finger gets really sticky. Excellent. Okay. This is the last attempt. I'm going to put that on there. And that is going to sit on there. This might be immensely frustrating to watch me doing this. That is, it's sort of done, not quite. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to leave that like that. Now, I was going to stick, there are two other things I need to stick actually, because this piece, as I say, I don't know where it goes. This one has to go at the back, and this one has to go at the front. Now I'm going to quickly try and stick this one. Don't know whether you can see, I think you can. I don't really want to move the car unless I absolutely have to. So if I put that there like that, that then goes on there like that. Hopefully it's vertical. That's pretty vertical. Again, I don't really want to grip it too hard. This particular season, 2007, was Hamilton should have won the championship in his first year. He was way ahead. Oh, look at that. He was way ahead. With 2 races to go. He was 17 points ahead with 2 races to go. And back then you only got 10 points for a win. But unfortunately, he only scored 2 points in the last 2 races. And the guy who won the championship, Kimi Raikkonen, won both the races. Got 20 points, won the championship by 1 point. And it was just bad luck in both races that cost Hamilton. A tyre problem in the first of those 2 races in China, and then some kind of gearbox problem in the last race in Brazil. If it were not for those problems, he would have won in his very first year, even though his teammate was double world champion Fernando Alonso. So he was very unlucky. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing here. That's just going on there like that. Now I'm going to move this forward now, and it's going to be a disaster, but I'm now going to unstick my fingers first. There you go. I can leave that bit of skin on the plastic, it's not a problem. Now I'm going to put that on there. Now that slots on really neatly, really well. So that just needs this rogue piece, which I can find somewhere to put that, I'm sure. Anyway, I mustn't touch anything. Actually, I shouldn't probably touch the table either at the moment. So I'm going to leave it at that and leave it to dry. Those wing mirrors are going to be very, very wonky. Both of them, I think, particularly one of them. I'm going to leave it like that, and then a bit later I'm going to smash the car to pieces trying to get those tweezers off unstuck. Okay, thank you for watching, and as I said at the beginning, if you want to subscribe, feel free. And oh god dear, I can't believe I just touched that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.